out for severe storms. We'll head over to another zone in the northern plains. This is where a severe weather threat also too has been upgraded for this weekend. We look at the Dakotas right now where clouds have already started to build their way in. We are now looking at a level 3 out of 5 severe weather risk for tomorrow afternoon, largely for the wind and hail threat. With the big trough building onto the west coast, the atmosphere always trying to find balance. And while this builds down the west coast, that ridge is also going to amplify the heating that we see drive up into the plains.
It's allowing all of that heat from the south to just track up to the north with the moisture too. And we know that heat and moisture, that's fuel for storm systems. I will say though, Jane, this is kind of the more normal-ish setup for this time of year. When we end up seeing severe weather season heading into the summer months, we tend to see a lot more of that activity in the northern tier. But again, that hail and wind threat, it is going to be explosive for some of these areas.
It is. And you're right. I mean, this is definitely a zone that is used to seeing this activity pick up this time of the year. I can't believe it is end of June after all, right? June, July,
so fast.
See that severe weather risk lift up closer to the northern border. It starts this evening from eastern Montana. We take it down into the plains, Rapid City, where we have a level 2 risk, largely for hail and wind. But tomorrow is really the day that this weather pattern settles in. And you have kind of areas of low pressure spinning out of the northern Rockies, entering into the northern plains. You've got a lot of heat and humidity, and that jet stream is screaming. So that's where that damaging wind threat develops as those thunderstorms bubble up into the afternoon tomorrow. Tapping into that conveyor belt of winds mixes down to the surface. We could see wind gusts topping 70+ miles an hour.
Ooh, yeah, it's going to be a strong system. And again, it's going to be mostly into the Dakotas and into Montana for tomorrow afternoon and evening. So especially when it comes to those really strong wind gusts, they can cause so much damage very quickly. I mean, we're not even talking about a tornado threat here. It's mostly going to be that wind damage. And that can cause, I mean, just as much as a tornado coming into the area if you get a strong gust. So you want to take this seriously. And on top of this too, Jane, when we're looking at our future track, these storms, they're somewhat isolated, so it allows them to kind of tap into more of the energy. They're not fighting each other for the storm energy, so that's where these storms can get really strong.
Yeah, especially 6 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. You can kind of see that scattered nature, and any of those supercells will have an opportunity. Well, first of all, they'll be very picturesque, that I can promise.
Yes.
I bet you there'll be a couple storm chasers out there trying to get a good view, safely, of course. But yeah, we're going to have some motherships out there with probably some big hail makers, and then overnight that transitions to that damaging wind risk. Minneapolis, we should be dry going into the start of the weekend, Saturday, but maybe Sunday morning. As all this slowly starts to shift east, we could see maybe a couple showers, rumbles of thunder north of town. But really, the biggest severe weather day is Saturday. Sunday, Monday, well, it's on the table, Bane. There's that cap in place that could overall limit the coverage of severe storms.
And when we're talking about the cap, we're talking about that warm layer way up in the atmosphere, and it takes a lot of juice to break that cap. But once that cap is broken, that's when those storms really fire up very quickly, and it can become a dangerous situation. But with that cap, it may dampen down some of those severe threats. So we'll have to watch out for it.
We'll be watching Minneapolis, Chicago,